Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys, could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate that. Now today we're going to be talking about XRP's true value, and we are going to be talking about the main power behind XRP's price per token, and we're going to be talking about the significance of XRP not only as a settlement coin on the Ripple network, but also as a bridge currency. Now, with this in mind, I'm also going to be addressing why I do believe that small figure amounts of XRP in portfolios will accommodate for those individuals being extremely wealthy if they do hold long enough. Now, before we fully jump on into that technology and talk to you guys about the specific use cases and massive amounts of money that will flow over Ripple, I do want to talk to you guys about a few things within this lawsuit, because I'm sure that a lot of individuals are probably thinking to themselves, right, like, hey, when is this even going to happen? Because XRP is still obviously being scrutinized by the SEC. Well, first off, I do want to address real quick before I even read this tweet. I want to ask you all a question that are watching this video. Comment down below what you guys think about this, but I want to know why you personally, as an XRP investor, crypto supporter, whatever the case may be, why do you believe that XRP was targeted? Why do you think that XRP as a token was the one major token that they went after out of all the thousands of coins in this market? I really want you guys to comment down below. I've discussed this. I've talked to you guys about how this massive technology is disrupting a legacy system that has been in store for us for years and years and years. We're talking about decades, okay? It's been live. And now here comes Ripple with XRP and the Ripple net combined to absolutely disrupt this legacy system that's making bankers and banks tons of money off of fees that are astronomically overpriced. What do you think is going to happen? They are going to try to stop it as much as they possibly can because they are scared. They are concerned. They don't want to lose out on money. This is a major issue. They've tried everything to hold XRP back. FUD, crypto media lies, lawsuits, SEC enforcement, traditional media lies, and so much more. And this is exactly why you guys should be focused on the bigger picture here. Why do you hold XRP? Is it to become extremely rich? Is it to see the true vision at the end of the tunnel? Because right now, we are all going in blind. We are all holding XRP, not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month. This SEC case has been drawing on for almost over a year, and it's coming up on a year and about 4 months now. It's absolutely insane, to say the least, how long we have been hodling XRP. Some individuals hodling XRP going back as far as 2015, 2016, 2017. It's insane, but this is the individuals that will make an absolute massive amount of money. Now we do see here another use case for XRP independent of Ripple. We could utilize the XRP ledger to transfer these assets. For example, we could also move $1 million worth of Bitcoin using the XRP ledger. Of course, the fractional XRP used to transfer these assets or transfer Bitcoin is being labeled a security by the SEC. And we've seen this massive update come today. If you guys missed this, this is actually fairly big. And we do see USDC and USDT are live on the XRP ledger via GateHub. The two largest ERC20 stablecoins are available on the XRP ledger decentralized exchange for the first time. Opens up a world of possibilities with payments and more. And we do see you can now trade or make deposit of USDT, USDC, Wrapped XRP, and Gala. This is incredible. I want you to all realize that this is opening the doors and massive amounts of possibilities for much, much more. This is awesome. Now, with that in mind, I do want to talk to you guys about the real world use cases that surround XRP, not only as a token, but also as a massive bridge currency. Transparent, efficient, low cost, instant, real world use cases. XRP on demand liquidity in 22 markets. Shout out to Crypto Airy for this video, but listen closely. This is from Cindy Young, Managing Director of Europe.
I'm Ripple's Managing Director for Europe, based in London, and I oversee our strategy and business growth across the continent, specifically focused on RippleNet, which is essentially best known for the ODL, so on-demand liquidity solution, which essentially leverage crypto, specifically digital assets, XRP, to allow enterprises to send money across the borders in a more sort of transparent, low-cost and efficient and instant way. We've really sort of expanded from cross-border payments to a platform of more tokenized services, to allow crypto capabilities for enterprises to really help prepare them for a more crypto-enabled future. And our focus has really been very much from the beginning focused on real-world use cases around crypto and blockchain, right? From the onset, we've always focused on developing and building solutions that will move and tokenize value, not so much focused on these hypes and speculation and ups and downs, but really building for the long term. And it's a really exciting time at the moment to be at the forefront of this industry with Ripple and demonstrating how crypto can help enterprises, banks, fintechs, SMEs, lots of different parties here, how we can help them address a number of global liquidity challenges to scale faster and more efficiently. Once again, so Ripple stand as a market leader in blockchain and crypto solutions, enterprise solutions. We've seen our payments volume run rates exceeding $10 billion, more than doubling from previous year. Similar transaction numbers are more than doubling. Our on-demand liquidity sort of solution, which has been in about sort of 3-4 markets in 2020, is now available in 22 markets. Super excited. I think we'll see many more markets around the world becoming more open to the benefits of crypto and more adoption across the industry, but also with Ripple solutions.
You need to understand that XRP as an on-demand liquidity tool is being globally adopted at a massive scale. Ripple does not care about this SEC lawsuit, okay? They are continuing to build out and expand day in and day out, okay? With all of this in mind, I have been talking to you guys on a day-to-day basis on a lot of things happening around the world in terms of the money system. The future financial system is being ushered in, while the legacy system is being innovated with digital assets through interoperability and overall digitization and tokenization of real-world assets, all while we are focused on one big picture, and that is SWIFT. SWIFT and CLS. CLS is a unique market infrastructure of critical importance to the FX industry. I want you guys to pay attention to this because if we look at the numbers here, the CLS settlement service settles an average of $5 trillion per day in 18 currencies for 70 settlement members and over 24,000 third-party customers. The funny thing about this is that this is still an extremely inefficient market infrastructure. I want you to realize that when we are talking about $5 trillion a day, this puts us at around roughly $1.2 quadrillion. And this is, at the end of the day, the bigger picture. Focus on the bigger picture here. The overall derivatives market can reach upwards of $2.7 quadrillion. This $5 trillion per day, if you multiply it by 365 days out of the year, we get to around $1.8 quadrillion. 1.2 of that is for global scale payments. There is so much money flowing throughout these massive legacy systems that are extremely inefficient. You got to realize what Ripple is solving here. They are not trying to replace SWIFT. But if SWIFT utilizes RippleNet technology similar to Volante, Tech, and these other major institutional players to reach massive market makers in these extremely incredible opportunity times, when we are talking about having those massive efficiencies. What are those efficiencies that you guys, question? All we have to do is look back on some PDFs here. This is a solutions white paper. This is the payment networks today. 4% plus of payments fail, 3 to 5 days to settle. And a lot of this is actually old statistics. We know this is upwards of 9 days for complete settlement. This percentage rate of failure rate is actually higher Expensive, 1.6 trillion. There's a lot more than that. And then, of course, you do see the RippleNet product here. But this is not what I want to focus on. I've been talking to you guys about this percentage that Ripple will basically have these customers save. This is 60% savings. And we do see over here, payment processing costs are significantly reduced through Xcurrent's ability to increase STP rates and eliminate SWIFT fees. This is an issue. Look at the cost here. You guys can clearly see it. Now, let me ask you this. Why would you pay more for a service that is not giving you faster speeds, on-demand liquidity? It's not cost-effective. It's not even transparent or traceable. And tell me why you wouldn't choose all of those efficiencies with a negative 60% decrease in fees that you are paying. It is a no-brainer move. Now, the 60% that they are getting here is with XRP in mind. This is Ripple with XRP. The main idea here is to have everything connected, becoming the bridge for all banks, not through an interoperability payment gateway or anything like that. Trust me, Ripple is already kind of doing that with the Interledger protocol, but also with even Quant. But with all of this in mind, they are becoming the bridge currency from one bank to another, globally, through real-time settlement, through real-time payments, and of course, with incredible efficiencies, high volume, low value, real-time, individual payments. This is incredible. Sourcing that liquidity in an on-demand way as well is incredible. You got to realize what they are focused on, the new global payments infrastructure. That is what they are building here. They're not trying to replace SWIFT because guess what? At the end of the day, they don't need to focus on replacing SWIFT because over time, this will replace SWIFT. And I don't mean that in a biased way. I'm not saying, hey, tomorrow Ripple's going to replace SWIFT. No, it's going to happen over time because these banks, these major players will choose Ripple over SWIFT. We actually see here, we believe that digital assets like XRP will play a key role in the future of cross-border payments, helping to safely address some of the structural inefficiencies of legacy settlement infrastructure. Now, with all of this in mind, okay, how do we get to the point where we are replacing SWIFT? How do we get to the point where, basically we are usurping the entire demand for SWIFT? Okay, well, first off, you need to understand why we will. Okay, is it the 70% savings? Is it the settlement time? Is it the transparency? It's all of that combined with also the idea that at the end of the day, Ripple has already started to replace SWIFT. Whether they want to, accept it or admit it, they have already been replacing SWIFT for a very long time. Look at some of these major players that are already working with Ripple or have worked with Ripple in the past. And I say have worked with Ripple because we do still see some, players on here like MoneyGram and stuff like that that are no longer working with Ripple due to, of course, the SEC lawsuit. But look at some of these main players here. There's massive amounts of banks, financial institutions. I mean, these are huge players. You guys can clearly see for yourself the amount of names on here. And this is the bare minimum, in my opinion, because when we are talking about where Ripple is really kind of leading the way, they are trying to adopt all major banks. In fact, you guys could do your own research and look this up for yourself. Ripple, at one point in time, said with the Interledger protocol, they plan on having every single bank and financial institution interconnected with the Interledger protocol to plug and play with RippleNet and utilize this technology at mass scale. This is, at the end of the day, their goal. It was never to go after SWIFT, but I do believe that they will achieve a large portion of this market. I mean, this is just 70 settlement members that are achieving $5 trillion per day, $1.825 quadrillion a year, combined with, the total $2.7 quadrillion in derivatives, and even the basic bare $1.2 quadrillion a year that is, focused on in terms of the FX rates as well. A lot of this is main players. Okay? And this is just 70. We already have over 22. And I want you to realize that this is 22 markets. This isn't members technically, but when we are talking about Ripple expanding, look at all of the members that already are on board with Ripple. These are expanding into massive markets around the world. Tranglo by themselves is over 22 plus markets by itself. This is huge. Now let's talk about the true value behind XRP. Okay, we don't know where XRP is going to go in terms of price per XRP. A lot of individuals say, hey, it's going to usurp, Bitcoin in terms of market cap potential. Do I believe that? 100%. The reason why I say that is because of utility. When a true utility market is in play, XRP's value will truly be realized. If we had the market cap of Bitcoin at current market valuations, we would be worth about roughly $15.47 per XRP, or a market cap of $743.3 billion. Now, if our market cap was $1 trillion, we would be worth roughly 20.81 cents, an upward path of 25x. Now, I've talked to you guys about the cross-border payment market. $156 trillion in market valuation. It's a lot easier to go after that market than it is to disrupt the massive SWIFT network. Now, do I believe that we will disrupt this $5 trillion per day? At some point in time, yes, we will most likely grasp a percentage of that market. We do not know a bare minimum percentage, but we can say for certain that a 10% market valuation in terms of the cross-border payment flow is probably, written off to Ripple. Okay, Ripple will most likely disrupt at least 10% of the cross-border payment flow, which is roughly $15.6 trillion. At $15.6 trillion, we are sitting at about 324.69 cents. I want to ask you all right now that are watching this video, is this life-changing wealth for you? Because think about it like this. If you are holding 10,000 XRP, and if you guys have been watching my videos for a very long time, I'm sure that 10,000 XRP has been something that you probably already achieved. This is $7,000. It's almost $8,000. We'll just roughly estimate it to $8,000 exact to get 10,000 XRP. This would net you 3.2, almost $500,000 at 324.69 cents. Do I believe that this target will be targeted? Yes. Do I know when? Absolutely not, because we do not know exactly when 10% of market share dominance, will be written on XRP's name. We also have to realize that XRP still needs to win this lawsuit. It still needs to be adopted in fully, and we do need to be in a utility-driven market for this value to actually be grasped. I'm not telling you guys this for hopium. I'm just telling you guys right now that I don't see a future where XRP doesn't grasp 10% of that cross-border payment flow because of the efficiencies. You've seen the statistics. I've shown you guys the statistics. I've shown you guys the partnerships that Ripple already has in place. And of course, why wouldn't they utilize XRP with RippleNet? They gain even more efficiencies by doing so. So it's a no-brainer move from those individuals that are utilizing this technology. So when we are talking about life-changing wealth, what is life-changing wealth to you? Is it $1 million? Is it $10 million? Is it $100 million? Because even if we are talking about 10% of just the cross-border payment flows, there is so much more use case value behind XRP. Okay, I've seen numbers of $500 to $1,000 per XRP. A lot of these figures are a little bit, well beyond our time in terms of, in 3, 5, 10 years. A lot of people want to make life-changing wealth tomorrow, next week, next year. It all depends on how long you want to be in this market. Time in the market is always greater than timing the market. I've always said this. I've always discussed this. Now, if you want to make more money, you have to accumulate more. It's as simple as that. 10,000 at $15.6 trillion in market cap valuation, or at $324.69 per XRP, that gives you 3.2 million, but 100,000 XRP would give you 32.469 million. So let's do the math here. So at this market cap valuation, 100,000, which is roughly $80,000 of an investment, which I'm telling you guys right now, would I do $80,000 into XRP at these current prices? Absolutely not. I would have accumulated that over time, going back as far as the March of 2020 drop, the SEC lawsuit. During that entire time, that entire stretch was the perfect time to accumulate to 100,000 on XRP. Right now, and I say that lightly because like you could have got 100,000 XRP for like $20,000 or $17,000. So I'm just telling you guys that from a overall perspective on, me being in the market a little earlier than most of you. And I don't say that to be, to throw it up in your face or anything like that. I'm just saying that is also why we accumulate during the bear market. The bear market is the perfect time to accumulate in terms of these major assets, because that's where a lot of the major money is actually made. Now, with all of this in mind, okay, the timeline for us hitting $324.69 is when we do start to see major movement throughout the SEC lawsuit. That is when we will see, possibly a settlement or a win with Ripple, and that's when it all begins. That's when the show starts. So with that being said, I hope that this video gave you guys a little bit more of an insight on XRP's not only value, but use case value, as well as Ripple's major strides that they have been taking over the last decade alone. And I hope that gave you guys a little bit of an insight on the valuation per XRP and why a lot of individuals on YouTube and a lot of individuals that hold XRP have been discussing, why XRP is such an incredible opportunity within this market. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.